Right, here we go. Let's give this a try. Now, hope the volume's alright. So, yeah, just decided I was going to start by just testing the setup a bit with Broken Sword. Haven't played this in bloody years. And yeah, it's going to see how it goes. What I'm going to do first is we're going to play the intro video, but there's a slight issue. I don't really like the director's cut. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play for the director's cut because it's got extra stuff. And then I'm going to switch over to the classic game and carry on from there. So I'm just going to let this play. Hopefully it's not too loud. And I'll be back when it's done.
Paris, city of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death. I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away. Here I was, the palace of the Media King and the Ice Queen. I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty? You're too kind, madame.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose. Excuse me for one moment, my dear girl.
You You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat.
God, what? Monsieur Garçon! He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
I've got to say that punch really fucking caught me off guard. That mime's got a fucking killer left hook. Right, so this is kind of the introductory stage of, I suppose, is it a remake? Remaster? But it basically tells you what to do. I already know what to do, so I think.
A bust of Pierre Cochon, humble servant of La France.
So he's a bit of a narcissist. He's got a bust of himself in his room. Okay. He's got books we can look at.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
Like,
Contained rows of titles I didn't recognize.
go on.
Programming the Z80 by Rodney Zacks. The romance, the drama, the great classic novels had a lot to learn.
Yeah, I like the sequel more. Yeah, he's dead.
You had to end it to the Ice Queen. She shone newer fabrics.
It's just a curtain.
You had to end it to the Ice Queen. She shone
Yeah, all right, all right. And is this someone different?
Pierre Cochon again. His eyes seemed to follow me around the room.
Narcissism. All right, let's stop dancing around the obvious.
Don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer. At least that's what I'd called him.
It's because mimes are fucking creepy.
His lifeless eyes stared blankly at nothing.
I don't know.
I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Well, to be fair, he's got 2 more sets of eyes on those bloody busts.
It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
Knocked down? You got fucking knocked the fuck
Some
out.
people hate searching corpses for clues. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Ooh. Wouldn't be that guy.
Cochon had been shot.
Yeah, we kind of heard that. All right, pick it up.
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking me to
So,
the boat at Temple.
conciergerie
There was
boat?
no going back now.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's okay. Yeah. So I think that's the next area. Okay, I think we're done. Can I move the curtain back?
A small round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
You can never trust window cleaners or mimes.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket, and took it with him.
Maybe it was a mime ladder, maybe he's a wizard. I think that's everything we can do in this room anyway. Not seeing any more. It's weird because the can I turn those off? What's this? No. Hints. No, don't need that. Diary, no.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
Look at this bloody place. It's got carved wooden walls, a bloody tapestry.
A medieval pattern. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
And if you're a Scottish lord, then I am Mickey Mouse. She's on the phone to the gendarme.
Imelda was on the phone to the police. Poor guys. I needed to hurry with my investigation before they arrived.
To be fair, both of us saw that creepy fucking mime.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
All right.
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine.
Now, the worst Space Marine chapter.
Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Oh.
Young lady, what are you doing? Oh, this paint.
Oh, I can't see.
My favorite color.
Hang on.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
Sorry, Nico. Right, let's leave her to whatever she's doing. A fancy napkin.
A beautiful cloth had been draped over the table. It was embroidered with an unusual cross.
It's almost like some kind of Templar cross.
Turned out to be useful.
Was that a keyhole?
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
Who says that?
A magnificent antique table.
It's up there.
A fine baroque door. It would look great in my apartment.
Yeah, I think from what I remember of your apartment, it wouldn't really fit in with the aesthetic. Can we have a word with Imelda?
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Yeah, what do you think of this creepy fucking mime?
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Okay, that doesn't really narrow it down. What about... Who the hell is this? Police?
How
Oh,
did your husband know my mother?
I have no
father.
idea.
You didn't
Oh,
know
father.
Thierry Collard.
Pierre
Ah,
Collard.
Thierry Collard.
Most of them women.
So that doesn't really narrow it down either.
I'm so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true. We shall see.
That's cold.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I'm a journalist.
Don't
Yeah, massive bitch impedes fucking murder investigation.
Do you have any moral sense at all?
Nah.
I certainly don't let it get in the way of a good story.
No, no morals.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were. He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife?
Oh yeah, you've not got much.
He never talked, never let me
A
in.
fucking chandelier, an entrance hall.
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
Nah, you can't.
Because you have no choice. The police will take weeks, in which time your own life may be in danger.
What?
Believe me, this killer has struck before, and he will strike again. Who is to know that you are not next on his list?
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
I think perhaps you do have a moral sense. Of sorts. You're not a very good liar, Nico Collard, and I share your low opinion of the police. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
What, like another fucking killer mime? Oh shit. Okay, so now I'm getting that end room. Yeah, I don't like those porcelain. I don't need those. I wonder if I can open up that table though with I can't remember. Yeah. Okay. Tutorial. Oh yeah.
Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff.
We grab a
Instead of
key.
I was ransacking her flat.
Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived.
And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Yeah, she's not great. Right, so we've got a key to that door, which I didn't even know was locked anyway. But let's try.
Now we were getting somewhere.
Uh-huh. Yet more opulence. More fucking chandeliers, more paintings. At least there's another bust of himself in here. Right, where do you go in here? I suppose let's have a look at everything.
This wasn't the time for me to lie on this sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, well, don't paint me like one of your French women. I don't have a good bikini line. Not nice.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter
I've got loads of those.
clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Right, so we've got a little elephant. What's that? It's a writing pad.
It was a sheet of blotting paper in a leather.
Blotting paper.
Its cracked surface looked ancient. Reminded me of its owner.
Fucking hell, let him off, he's dead.
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father.
Oh, yeah.
Certain, because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Grandchamp had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant.
Or he's a thief. You never know. You're a journalist. You gotta suspect everyone, I suppose.
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
Okay. So,
The tray, like everything else in this place, was beautiful. One day I was going to have an in-tray like that, even if I had to sell my apartment to pay for it.
yeah, if I remember your apartment correctly, that's not going to bring you much money. So we're going to the painting over here.
The painting showed the Cachan's together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
Yes, expect love to come soon. Oh, I can...
The Cachan's. Noblesse oblige.
Ah, mais oui. It's not really hidden, is it? There's not, you know, it's right there.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
Okay. Wait, does that mean... Ah, yeah, okay.
Behind the picture was a safe.
So I've got a keyhole for the master key. Nothing else, alright. Pretty obvious. Ah, great. A lump of concrete.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks.
It actually looks like
If there was one thing I'd learned about
there's something like that in the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
always important. But
It's like a cylinder with cuneiform.
I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure,
I wonder.
didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past caring.
Just going to put that whole thing in your jacket, yep. Well, I think I remember what to do. So if we ruin that priceless in tray.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
Yeah. And then we're going to ruin this priceless artifact. Oh, hey, Mitch. Yeah, I think I am. To win, one must find a killer bastard mime. And I know who it is, and I know how to get there, but, well, I can't really remember everything in between. Now, how do I get that off of there?
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper.
Ooh, oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Genius! The roller and the pen worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
Sub Judice. So that'll be Latin. That'll be sinister, dexter, sinister, sinister, dexter, sinister, sinister. So left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Somewhere.
It was some kind of coded message. It read, Sub Judice. I may not have learned a lot as a
Maybe.
child, but that was a
Don't
term
know.
I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. The boat ticket
Oh,
was
shit.
stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie.
Accidentally skipped that one.
Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, sub judice could, in this case, mean literally under the law courts, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to...
It is, it's a classic.
Just remember the name of that fancy prize you got for being a journalist.
I think you probably missed the preamble. What I'm going to do is, yeah, this is in the director's cut. So what I'm going to do here is when this finishes, I'm going to switch over to the proper, like the classic game, because I don't really like the intro video to this. Not as good as the original, in my opinion. Right, I think we've done all we can here.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving. Do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend.
What the hell was that noise?
He never explained any more.
No, but I think it
Dunno.
was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Oh, okay. I thought we'd have to travel, but
It wasn't the
oh,
type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
dogging. I don't know.
This fence was a permanent fixture.
So it's not going to move.
The fence wouldn't move.
No. Okay. What about this one?
fence was a permanent fixture. This fence
It's I'll explain that as well. So in certain territories, this was known as Circle of Blood. In other territories, it's known as Baphomet's Flush. I think that's German. The Sword of Baphomet. But of course, it's probably more commonly known by the English-speaking population as Shadow of the Templars. Mainly, I did it for visibility, so yeah.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered
It's on the
with
cloth.
red cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Oh, fucking hell, I remember this bit.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange
Anyone like sliding puzzles?
and releasing the gate.
Yeah, okay. I think this one's the easy one of the two. I don't know. Does that help? No. That does, though. We go that over there. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. And maybe no. Didn't help. Bugger. Oh, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Oh, God. This is going to be embarrassing. Oh, no, okay. Oh, got it. Yep.
One down, one to go.
It's getting a bit dicey there. Yeah, okay, we've done that tutorial. Now, that needs to go up. Oh, God. Okay, yep. Oh, yeah, I think you have to get these bits over the other side, don't you? That bit goes there. That bit goes there. That bit goes there, and
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
what do nuns know about lockpicking?
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
That might explain.
It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. When I was a little girl, Papa used to take me on the Bateau Mouche as a treat.
Well, if that's the Bateau de la Conciergerie, it's not really going to float, is it, anymore?
exercise bike just like that.
Ooh, that's too real. Too real.
A rough hole was cut into the pillar.
I think I know what we do with that, but we'll come back to that in a minute.
No handle, nothing obvious. But there had to be a way to open it.
Can't interact with that. Okay, so that goes in there. Easy.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click. The words Sinister
Ah, yeah.
and Dexter were carved on either side.
See, I know Latin.
Good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right, left, right. But what did it mean here?
And what did I say? Sinister Dexter, Sinister, Sinister Dexter, Sinister, Sinister. So left, right, left, left, right, left, left.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
Okay, right.
Another click. Another step closer.
Left. Left. Right. Left. Left.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
So do I. Okay, yep. Right. Now, can I take that back?
I removed the stone cylinder.
I can. Mine now. Ooh. Now, this reminds me of a church I've been to in, was it Montecatini in Italy? Very dark, very quiet. Now, what do I do here? That's the exit.
Ut lex vel ut next. To the law or unto death, submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternité. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a sort at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
I didn't wear lipstick, and there were no nuns. Oh, how do I get rid of this bloody thing? Right. Hang on. That's better. Right. So, what do I do? Well, I can interact with that, so let's have a look and see what it does.
Oh my god, the slab
Bugger.
came down with a hell of a force.
Oh, I know. Quick.
This wouldn't hold the cross up. But I was on the right track. I needed to use something sturdier.
Okay. Oh, will that do it?
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again. If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
I think what you do is if you put the key down there. No. Never mind. What about that one? No. Okay.
The panel wouldn't move.
Ha.
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel.
What about that?
Robin told the cross.
No.
But I was on the right track. I needed to use something sturdier.
But what about... Right. Maybe it's in the other room. No. Is there a bit of bar I can pry off that?
I really didn't want to pull the fence back up and risk trapping myself in this place.
No. Okay. Huh.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
On the cloth.
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
But what do I do? Maybe if I...
The panel was firmly closed.
If I put the cylinder back in...
I'd already unlocked.
No, okay. What do I do? Bloody hell. Shit, gonna sneeze. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, you bastard.
The cross.
Oh, come on, Nico, help me out here.
The cross looked familiar.
Huh. What about that? Ah, okay.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
Right, what's this then?
Touched the slot. Nothing
Ooh.
bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Well, it's circular, so again, I'm going to try that key. No. That key. No. That. No. Alright.
No way would I be able to force the door open.
But what am I going to do? Because if I take that off, it's just going to... Oh, okay.
I took this.
Maybe now will let me do it. I'm sure it's to do with that cylindrical key. Oh, this is bad. I'm getting stuck already. Right, put the cylinder there.
I touched which was this. I touched which was this slot.
It must be something else.
A round slot, precisely carved into the stonework.
Round slot, okay. What am I supposed to do? Oh no. Okay. Oh no, wait. I know you have to crush one of these with the... Am I really going to have to use the hint system? I don't want to do that.
The panel wouldn't move.
Okay, we can do that. That's fine. What about... Oh. No, I don't want to take that. I don't get it. What do? What do I do? Does that go in there now? No. What was that? No, okay. Round slot. It's in this room. Okay, okay. That won't work, will it? Bloody hell. Right. Am I really going to cheat? Stone cylinder, yes. Shell case. What shell casing?
A safe key. It was the drawing room key.
Where's this shell casing? Have I missed something?
I wasn't leaving you.
What shell casing? Shell casing? Where the bloody hell? Yep, okay. There's nothing here.
The artifact was like an old printer's block, covered in symbols. It was a boat ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. It was the drawing room key. A safe key. It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved. Rolling out the painted, it read.
Yeah.
It was one of...
But where? Where shell casing? Where? Give shell casing. Use that, prop it up.
The cylinder was doing a...
Okay, okay. But what about shell casing? Does this scroll? What am I missing? This is ridiculous.
Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific.
Give me a second, Nico. On the ground by the exposed skiff. Okay. Oh, now you push it over. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Right. So that can, oh God, that can go there. No cheating was done. None whatsoever. Yeah, we go. Crush that fucking thing. Now, take that, put it under the cross, put the thing in their other thing. And that should be all done. Right, pick it up, go on. Now, cylinder in hole.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Let's try that a bit.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Really? Surely not the shell casing again.
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up. The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Right, that's gonna have to go down, okay.
The gap
Should
was
be better.
too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open. another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
That looks to be better. That looks to be better. That looks to be better. That looks to be better.
Wow! Through the darkness,
that's
I
too
could
loud, that's
see
too
that
loud,
this
that's too
was a
loud.
stateroom. Through the
But for what
darkness, I could
purpose?
see. And how did it tie in with Carchon? Through the darkness, I could see. And how did it tie in with Carchon? Through the darkness, I could see. And how did it tie in with Carchon? Through the darkness, I could see. And how did it tie in with Carchon?
Let's try that again. Let's try that again. We got a light switch anywhere around here? We got a light switch anywhere around here? We got a light switch anywhere around here?
Amazing! The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day. The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Now, why does this scream to me nationalist? It's looking very nationalist. Don't like this. Do not like.
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
Oh. Yeah, I remember this. Okay. So we've got to figure out... Oh, God. Is that Pierre? No. On? Is that on? I mean, it's just a straight cipher, so it shouldn't be too hard. No, that's off. So that's off. Or if, maybe? No, off. It's definitely off. At? No. U, that's... Is that a U? No. Oh, bollocks. U. No. Oh, God. Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. Is that C? Call, maybe? Call out? Yeah, no. Oh, fuck. All. Oh, if you find one word, then you've got it. Let's try the. Doesn't say Carchon. Doesn't say Collard. Doesn't say Pierre. Oh, could it be? Ah, that might be all. Bull? Is that and there? Maybe. And oh yeah. So that's dead. Indeed. What happened to that bit? Oh. So, oh god. Oh, it is Pierre. Pierre. Ah, Will. Okay, Will. Will. No. Report. Okay. Full report to follow. And that should be... Yeah, okay. Full report to follow. Urgent. Arno and someone to something dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take care. X.
I have decrypted the note. It read,
Yes.
"Here. Full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X."
Ooh. Conspiracy. Right, are there any more drawers? No, there's a photo over there though.
It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Tueur des Guys. I don't know. Really don't know how to pronounce French anymore. La police n'a tout rapport avec les tueurs d'aiguilles ou déguisés. Pourquoi les autorités ne reconnaissent pas les crimes de tueurs déguisés? That's probably awful.
Oh my god. The sheet was a printout with my personal information.
Oh, that's us.
Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. Come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it, and people were getting murdered.
Illuminati.
One thing was clear. Someone connected to Carchon had been watching me.
Carchon had been shot.
One thing was...
Okay. Coffee cup.
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old. This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume. A penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders.
The very
Both
strange
the
Batman
victims had
sequel,
been
that is.
big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
Curious.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
Yeah, all the time.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story. I had enough for a story, an amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Carchon's to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Nice. No, actually, Nico's apartment's not as bad as I remember. I think it's just the outside. The door doesn't really work.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget
Top
what happened.
Men.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
I don't remember the last time I've used a
Bonsoir,
landline
Collard.
phone.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must
Yes.
meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't
He's
tell
not
me
French
what
at all.
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
Bloody fake
People
French
complain about
people.
newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
I don't know, I think we both know the answer. Ah, yeah, okay.
I'd only been in Paris for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my
Yeah,
reverie
that's
was about to
where
be so
I'm going to
rudely
call a little
interrupted.
break. And I'm going to get a fresh drink. And I'll be back in a second. Right, and this is where the audio breaks again. So hopefully this is a good level. So that's the kind of preamble done, where Director's Cut has like a prequel to the main game. And now I'm going to play the proper intro, which hopefully won't be muted this time, because I realised that the audio is very low. So away we go.
Paris in the fall, the last months of the year and the end of the millennium. The city holds many memories for me, of cafes, of music, of love, and of death. As I picked myself up, all I could hear was the ceaseless drone of traffic. Life went on around me. But the explosion was to change my life forever.
Absolutely classic line. Love it. So, now we're in the main game, and this is where you'd start off if you played the old PC version or the PS1 version. I don't know, there's many more, I don't know. This is mainly the game that I know. So you can walk around. This guy is George Stobart, I think. And he'll be the main kind of antagonist. Or protagonist, should I say. Bloody hell. No, he's not a killer. For the most of the game. So yeah. Let's get into it. See what's in the news.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The
I
rest was
also
rumor,
found
gossip, and sensationalism.
pretzels.
Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read Salah ad-Din, 1345.
Salah ad-Din. I've been to the fortress of Salah ad-Din.
It was a Paris daily tabloid newspaper, full of sex, scandal, and sports results.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I contemplated crawling under the umbrella and pretending none of this had ever happened.
Yeah, that's it's a bit too late for that, Georgie.
The blast had blown out the glass, leaving a gaping hole.
I'm surprised there's that much glass left. Anyway, let's go and tamper with some evidence. There's a dead fellow over there. I think she's alive, so we'll leave her for now.
It was the body of the old man. It was hard to believe I'd seen him alive only minutes before.
Planteur.
I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Conspiracy.
I checked his pockets. Nothing.
Not even a tenner. Oh, steady on there, George.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name,
By my
Sherry?
21st.
George Stobart, ma'am.
Oh, American.
She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't
Yeah,
say.
just like Nico in the
What happened?
intro.
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
Ooh, am I a doctor? We got a coin. Am I a doctor? Am I a doctor? What's this coin? This is 1 yen. Am I a doctor? No.
No, but I used to play hospitals when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
Brandy? Fucking hell. Steady on, it's not even lunchtime.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Yes, he is.
Ah, mon Dieu.
And even worse, he didn't even pay his bill. Oh yeah, we can have a look at the bar, can't we? Can we? George? Oh.
A mysteriously undamaged bottle of spirit stood on the bar.
That's some strong spirits. I think if I go that way, that's going to trigger the next story section. Do I want to go down the alleyway? I'm not sure. Now, we'll leave the alleyway for now. We'll be back. Ah! Ooh.
Freeze! Hold it right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm
Oh,
an
I'm covering him.
American.
Can't
Oh,
make
no.
up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Sorry, Moo.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moo. I apologize.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the cafe.
Marche. Good old Sergeant Moo.
What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur. Stop holding your breath at once.
Get out. He's been holding his breath about half an hour.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead, Moo?
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side.
An optimist.
Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead. Clearly, the killer knew of his presence and...
How many times have I warned you about premature extrapolation? All we know is that he is dead.
It seemed reasonable to assume...
The great detective assumes nothing.
Take Maigret, for instance.
But he was a fictitious character, monsieur. Why, he was no more real than Poirot.
Or down.
That's different, Moo. They were comedy Belgians. Anyway, it is unlikely that even you will learn much from talking to the dead. Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
That was harsh, Rosso.
Et maintenant?
Doing my boy Moo dirty like that.
Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to
Any
Paris,
Stobarts from
Monsieur
California?
Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose
The only
well.
Stobart I know
The
is
city is
Eddie
more
Stobart the
beautiful at
lorries.
this time of
So,
year, no?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
We did.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
He was the dirty old bastard.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon.
The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one.
Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert.
I
and
love
look
this
out
next
for
line.
Suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Yeah, thanks, Moo. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough.
It's not really going to work, is it, Rosso? Ah, Nico.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right, on holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with an hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling.
Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh no, nothing like that. I am Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What's that, some kind of nightclub?
No, it is a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
Oh God, it's him again.
They actually took the old god out of the director's cut. That's one of the reasons I don't really like the new one, because they change a few things and it just doesn't sound right. So what are we going to talk to Nico about first? Let's go with Plantel.
Who's the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planter. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess
now
I'll never
he's
know what he
dead.
wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Yeah, what about Rosso?
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
What? That guy is weird.
Yeah.
He's something alright.
Rosso didn't blink when I told him about the clown. It's as if he already knew.
That is typical of a cold fish like Rosso. I've seen cheeseburgers with more spunk.
Ooh. Yeah, be careful what term you use in there, Nico.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number.
Now, is it 63 Rue Jarry?
You help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. À bientôt, monsieur.
Fine, I'll, see you soon.
I'm sure her address is 63 Rue Jarry. I'm going to test my memory in a second. When it lets me... No, okay. Where do I find... Oh, you have to go to a phone, don't you? Let's go and talk to this construction worker, see if he saw anything. And also have another pretzel.
Hi, can you spare a few minutes?
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
I don't know, I think... This game was made in the 90s, and the connotation of the word terrorist... I think it's changed a lot over the years. What do I give him first? Has he seen a clown?
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Yeah, George. What do you even do?
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Exactly. What kind of fucking clown do you think?
Listen,
Go
I
on.
have to
Third
find
time
that
lucky.
clown. He's a killer.
Say, who are you anyhow? A cop?
No,
cop?
of course not. I mean, do I look like a cop?
I guess not. How do you know this guy's a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe was blown up.
I wondered what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Merde. I didn't think it was
Language?
that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Now, what about Plantel?
Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel beat. I could have knocked his block off.
Kelbeat. It's what? I don't know what that means, Kelbeat.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done?
Let's
Was he a
consult Goggle.
celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantar.
Was he the one who died in the cafe?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Kelbeat.
Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Yeah, I'm not an actor.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Yeah.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Cha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's
they're
more like
actually
it.
mammals.
Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's
I think he
this?
found page 3.
Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm
Steady
off to
on.
put some money on that nag.
Keeping an eye on your hole. Now, what can I steal from him? Salah Eddin, 1345, Nico color. Don't think I need to call anyone yet.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
I know what it is. Now let's get out of here before he gets back. Now we're going to go in the alleyway and follow... I don't know what's clown in French. Shit. Clown in French. Quick. Quick, clown in French. Buffon, of course.
The window was protected by stout-looking iron bars.
That reminds me of my old school. they're not coming off.
The drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight.
Yeah, maybe the guy in clown shoes escaped over the roof.
I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe. I guess the clown hadn't escaped over the rooftops.
No, no, he did not. Right, we've got bins.
It was a battered old trash can.
Say that again.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Ooh. Now, is that a jump scare, I see? Cat. There's always one. Now, I think what I can do now, apart from kicking that crate for no reason...
There was nothing of interest. It was a plastic crate.
Is go sewer diving. Ooh, yeah, stretch.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
You bastard. Ooh, cutscene. Ah, now is that a nose I see? Of a clown? A clown nose, if you will?
It was a shiny red plastic ball, sat incongruously on the slippery green slimed floor. As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose.
Now we're the clown. This always fascinates. I wonder if the sewage system in Paris actually looks like this. I don't know. If anyone sees this and you're from Paris, if you've been down in the sewers, yeah, let me know. Does your sewer look like... It's like a bloody cathedral.
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Nice.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
And we have a rag.
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
And the nose.
The nose was hollow. Printed on the inside were the words, La Risée du Monde, Paris.
Laughter of the world, I think. If my GCSE French serves me well.
Hi there. Hold it right there. You sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there. Immediately.
Is that a Citroen
That's
2
what
CV?
I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Clown?
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes.
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu, that is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
That's right.
He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu! And then, the man I
Happens
chased.
all the time.
You think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes, it had
What
crossed my
the
mind.
bloody hell is that
That
autofocus
still
doing?
does not explain what you are doing down the sewer.
No, no, okay.
All I
It's
know,
alright.
you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my
Where's the
waist height
Pigalle?
was such an attraction.
Où est la Pigalle? Oh god, no.
Touch to select an ad from the list.
No. Right, did the guy you chase have a briefcase?
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave, or do I have to call the police?
Alright, calm down. What about the clown again?
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
I take offence to that. What about Plantal?
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Waitress?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Oh yeah.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
That's what you say.
Right, what about Clown Nose?
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Okay. What about
Do you
material?
recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
What about... Oh yeah, we have to trick him, don't we?
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise.
Yeah, you really changed your tone now,
There is
haven't
no
you?
mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help
Maybe
you,
you knew my
Inspector?
granddad.
Let's start over from the beginning and tell it just like it was.
Oh, now all the options have come back. Okay. Right, Clown.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine.
How much of this is
His
true?
grip was like iron, but he did not know what he was up against. Oh no, he made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I
Terrifying.
get the picture.
Absolutely terrifying.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, let's try briefcase again.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
So you don't want to hear about my experiences in the desert? I fought to make this country what it is today.
I'm sure
alright.
you did, but I'm a little short of time. Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
Bloody
That
well
belongs
thought
to
so.
his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Waitress
Do
again?
you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
What the hell is that? I'll come back to that. Okay. Now, what about this cloth? I know you've seen it before.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. Pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality.
So that doesn't really strike me as what you would do if you found a jacket in the sewer. You wouldn't pay for it to be repaired.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Well.
What was the name on the label?
Todrick.
It was a foreign name. Todrick.
See, I remember that bit.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little secret number that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's
Tuareg.
Incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
Well, you have to rely on it today, so I'm gonna go.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon. I'll let you.
I'm sure we will. This game is a lot longer than I remember.
I hope you find your man, Inspector.
So do I.
Although I suppose I did do the director's cut. That's about half an hour, so... Now, I think if I call Nico, she'll give me her address, and then I go round, and that progresses the story? No, I call Todrick.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me. Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
I'm covering the bloody thing.
I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe
Let's
come
make me a
over and
little
talk to you?
smaller.
No, that's not possible. Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name. What are you talking about? Who are you working for? I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice. Thank God.
Truth, justice, freedom,
There are innocent lives at stake,
reasonably
Mr.
priced
Todrick.
love, and
Lives
a
that
hard-boiled
you
egg.
could save. You're collecting for charity, yes? No, I'm not. All I want from you is information. Go on. I'm listening.
Come on, Todrick. What about a clown?
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle
Oh, don't
Verte?
open with that,
I don't have
George.
no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
Yeah, don't kink shame George.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Really?
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you, I never heard of Plantar.
Really?
I expect Plantar's a family man, don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
You forgot the puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog.
HMV?
What do you
I
think?
thought they closed down.
I don't know Plantar. I never heard of Plantar. None of this has anything to do with me.
Alright, bye, Todrick.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
Now I'm going to call Nico.
Bonjour, couleur.
Oh, hi. It's George Stobart, the American at the cafe.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here tonight?
63 Rougerie.
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
361.
Okay, I'll come right over.
Wait a minute. That's the first three characters of my first phone number. Wow. Coincidences you find when you stream old games. So, Rougerie. Yeah, if I remember, the doorway is stuck until you talk to the woman. I'll make myself a little bit bigger. Right, let's go. Hit me, woman!
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
She
Thanks
reminds
all
me
the
of that
same,
woman
but
from...
I'm not superstitious.
Oh, what's that film?
Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's
Poltergeist.
not much of a future to look forward to.
What about the flowers?
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
Lilies?
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Are they about death?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Thanks for telling me.
What about other flowers?
What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about
Other
the tall
flowers?
yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Oh, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fixed it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
Damn you, landlord!
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes.
Aren't we all?
Drafty windows, insufficient heating, it's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady.
Those are the days.
She deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Go on then, tell me my fortune.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs? That's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
What was the exchange rate for francs in... when does this game come out? Hang on, this is important. Broken Sword. Release date. '96. Okay. So GBP to franc. 1996. So 10 francs. Oh, it's only a pound. You cheap bastard, George.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish.
And some of us happen to pay over £40 a month.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
Can hell. Alright.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Would you like a tissue?
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
What can you tell me?
Nothing.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
Do you recognize this nose?
Non, monsieur.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur.
You will. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to go over and make sure that the audio is correct, because I think it was too low in the beginning. But let's make a save. Where's the... Can I save?
They were lilies or tulips. Some kind of flowers anyhow.
Press
Pretty,
escape.
I guess, if you like that sort of thing. Me? I couldn't see the point of buying something that was already half dead.
Yeah, escape, okay. Save. One. Nico's apartment. And that's where I'm going to call it. So if anyone does catch this, thank you for watching, and maybe catch you next time. See you soon.